All right, we're here with the head coach of the Hawkins Hawks, Coach Bill Cowley. And Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, getting ready for our first scrimmage today. I'm excited.
Okay, who are we scrimmaging today?
So we'll scrimmage Lennon Kildare and Tyler Allsaint's got a three-way scrimmage.
Okay, all right. Well, it's going to be warm out there, so make sure everybody stays hydrated.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Coach. Well, this is going to be your first year at Hawkins, so let's talk about how you got here. Tell us where you came from and how you ended up in Hawkins.
So originally, the last 7 years, I've been the defensive coordinator in Anderson Shiro. It's outside of College Station. I started coaching when I first got in. I was in Athens and Palestine Westwood. So I knew the East Texas area. Kind of did some research when this job opened, realized it was a great place for my family to be. Ag's real important. My daughter's in ag. Great family atmosphere, getting my family to be a part of the Hawk family. And, met Miss Morton. She does a great job. Our superintendent, met the other administrators. Our assistant superintendent, Miss McConnell, does an awesome job with our kids. And just it was a place where relationships were the most important part to our admin with our students and stuff like that. Just building that family first. And it was a place my family could thrive.
Well, that's awesome. And I know that Hawkins has had a little turnover recently at the head coach position. So when you're coming in, how do you, I guess, for lack of a better term, earn the kids' respect that you're not going anywhere? You know what I mean? That you're here for the long haul. How do you earn that with the kids?
So I told them when I got here, obviously there's some pieces we needed to fix and kind of change, kind of build up our foundation and what we're trying to build. It's funny you bring up earn the right or earning that respect, and that's what we kind of preach to the kids: earn the right to be a part of what you're trying to be a part of. You earn the right to be a part of this program, make the goals that you want to make, and go earn it every single day. I told the kids that I have a third grade daughter. I plan on watching her graduate as a Hawkins Hawk. I told them it's not a stepping stone for me. I want to be somewhere and I want to set roots with my family. And this is where the good Lord has blessed us to be. And we're excited to be here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, let's talk about this upcoming year. Let's first talk about the district that you're going to be in. A pretty stout district, top to bottom. And you're familiar with the East Texas area. So, what are your thoughts on these teams in this district?
So, you've got Beckville, who's had a really outstanding last couple of year run. Out in East Texas, they're known for having athletes. So no district is without speed. You've got EF and Wascom dropping down from 3A. We actually used to play their district in the first round when I was in Anderson. So I've seen them on film for the last 7 years. They've got a really stout group. Anytime you can drop down divisions, you get a little concerned, especially since they're still carrying some 3A numbers in their football program, which, in this level of football, the more kids you have, the better off you're set up to be. And so that's, the numbers game is something we're playing. We've got a pretty good turnout. We're right around 50, but, the more the merrier. So just kind of, getting used to them dropping and, them having those numbers advantage. But I think you've got a lot of teams in there with 8, and nobody can really have a bad night. You don't have that opportunity with 8 teams because there's going to be a lot of people beating each other that, you didn't see happening, but it's going to happen.
And I've talked to a couple of other coaches in this district about this, but an 8-team district, that seems, especially, I know I've seen it at the bigger levels, like the 6As and 5As with all the Dallas schools and all that. But I can't remember seeing a 2A district with 8 teams in it. How difficult is that to schedule when you only have a couple of non-district games?
Yeah, so we get 3 non-district games. So we're trying to, we're rebuilding. We're bringing in new offense and defensive scheme, and so we don't really have a whole lot of time to finite these details and get them fixed and get our kids. I mean, it just makes every game that much more important. I mean, we got to use these scrimmages almost as non-district games to be ready and really get fine-tuned at things.
Yeah, that's difficult. That's difficult. But let's talk about this year. Your first year at Hawkins. What are your expectations this season, and what would you like to see out of the program this year?
So numbers was big. Like I said, we've gotten our numbers back up to around 50, which has been huge. I told our kids we got 3 goals. We're going to have a winning record coming out of non-district. Everyone's going to be passing at our grade check. I mean, that's number one for these kids. They're students first. And the third one is make the playoffs. I mean, it's like, guys, those are our 3 goals. We need to make those 3 things happen. I don't need to know the details of how they happen. That's what I want. And they understand that. And we're going to earn that every single day.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us this morning. Best of luck to the Hawks this year, and we will talk to you down the road.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
All right.